Hello, fellow survivors. My name is John Johnston. I am a heart attack and traumatic brain injury survivor here today to talk to you about journaling and specifically how you can get started with some prompts. And one of the first prompts I'm going to present to you is defining what's important to you. One of the reasons why I think it's important to define what's important to you is because during your recovery or while you're trying to get on with your life, what you're going to find yourself is fatigued quite a bit. Because of the brain injury, I have to fight fatigue literally every day of my life. Everything can wear me out. And things that are trivial can easily drag us into an abyss. And that's why it's important we can define what's important to us and we can just let the rest of that stuff go. Literally just drop it. Forget about it, ignore it, however you want to deal with it, but not let it bother you, not let it consume your thoughts, and not let it overwhelm you. And we all have those problems that are exacerbated by the trauma we've been through. Define what's important to you while you're journaling. As an example, I will tell you about the things I've defined as that are important to me in my life. And number one is faith. I am a Christian most of the time. And I say most of the time because I think if you're honest about your faith, it's easy to question it from time to time. You see the world's events, you think about your own life, you fall into the abyss that we have to deal with sometimes, and it gets tough to hang on to your faith. But that's also why it's there for me, because it reminds me, it gives me a structure around which to live my life, and especially the parts about forgiveness, being able to forgive people so you can let go of them and let go of the harms they've caused you and get on with the rest of your life and living. And number two is my family. I have a beautiful wife. I have three kids that are healthy and they're all adults now, which means they have become very interesting. They're no longer little kids. They're no longer, the dad's a hero thing. That's certainly not been in play for quite a while now. But they're obviously important in my life. And they put it this way, they're important enough that I quit drinking in April 2020 because it became a problem. And I was turning myself into a piece of garbage human being, and my wife doesn't deserve that. My kids don't deserve that. The people around me in my life don't deserve that. I was failing miserably as a father. I have an obligation to my wife and children to be a decent father, and because they're important. Number three is my customers. My career as an IT consultant isn't over yet, and I have an obligation to the people who have hired me to do a good job for them, to be trustworthy, to do what I say I'm going to do, to provide value to them in a way that they see appropriate. In other words, to earn my keep. That is important to me. It's important to me to have integrity in my job. Number four, my friends. I'm 60 and I stay at home a lot. And the friends are kind of dwindling and falling like by the wayside, it seems. But I do have some, and it's important that I do things for them as well. It's important that I don't overburden them with my problems or just become like some kind of guy that just hangs on them or clings to them and constantly bitches at them but doesn't listen to their problems when they want to burden themselves as well. They need me to listen to them as well as I need them sometimes. Number five is my website and my writers. I do IT consulting as a career. As my side gig, my main side gig, I also run a very large Nebraska sports website. And I have a whole bunch of people that write for me. And it's important for me to treat them with respect. It's important to them to treat them with dignity. It's important to listen to them and what they need, what their needs are, and recognize those. It's important also that I put them in a position to be successful, because through my website, I do not just want to kind of provide fun for the Nebraska football community I serve, but I also want to provide opportunities for people that are starting out in their careers who want to start writing and maybe just be someplace that they can put on their resume, if nothing else. What did I define as not important? Well, honestly, I didn't define food because it's not that important. I didn't define social media as one of the things that's important to me, and I do have quite a presence on social media in some regards. And it's very easy to get on social media and get sucked into rabbit holes which destroy your day because you get angry or you get upset. And quite frankly, that's the purpose of social media, it seems like sometimes. There are a whole gob of things that I did not define as important. I only listed 5 things. And the reason why I listed 5 things, and it's a very short list, is because when things get hairy, when things get overwhelming, I can go back to my list of what's important to me and ask myself, is this really important to me? And if it isn't, then I can throw it away. I haven't been in a fender bender in a car accident or anything like that for quite a while, but I can tell you right now, I don't get upset over those things. I don't get upset over the things in my life that are small because I know that they can suck the energy out of me and like a vampire. And the important list helps me define what I need to worry about from day to day. And I defined this list by journaling, by going out every day and continuing to examine myself through journaling. I think it's helped me quite a bit in that regard. I'll do more on this subject later. If you found this interesting or if you found this useful, please subscribe to my channel as I am trying to grow. John Johnston, I am a fellow heart attack survivor and traumatic brain injury survivor. Thank you for listening.